Okay, so this is the first video that I've ever uploaded to YouTube. I'm an avid YouTube watcher. I watch all kinds of stuff. And on more than one occasion, I've had people say, you should have a YouTube channel. And I've thought about it, but I really honestly don't know what I would talk about. So I guess I could talk about, well, one thing that is definitely like coming to the surface is talking about Weight Watchers. I love Weight Watchers, but, and I joined multiple times. And here's the thing. I think I've only lost I shouldn't say only, I've lost about 7 pounds since October. And we are in May. So a little background on me. I'm 39 years old. I'll be 40 in June. Gemini. And I have one son, one husband, and one kitten. And I feel like my house is a circus. It's probably also should be noted that I do have anxiety and depression diagnoses as well. Anxiety really more than anything these days. Really, anxiety is just crazy for me. In fact, it got so crazy that I actually had stopped drinking caffeine because I felt like that was accelerating it. And so I'm always on the lookout for things to try to help improve myself. I'm always trying to listen to an Audible book or something to help me, or reading an article, trying to help combat this anxiety that has taken a hold of me. And one of the biggest worries that I have is that when I became a mom, that I would die and I would not be able to, watch my son grow up and be there for when he was older and maybe when he decided to have a family of his own, whether he did or not. Either way, and I'm also a registered nurse, but I have not been working, and I did not work through the pandemic. I've been home with our 3-year-old. Actually, he was 2 at the time. And we own a 2 family, and that's part of the way I've been able to stay home and afford it. I like to shop. I love to eat. I have a sweet tooth that I'm really trying to work on. I've been trying to do more meditation. I'm into doing crafts. I started crafting last year because I was losing my damn mind because of this pandemic. And yeah, I'm just a regular person just trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with my life. And I guess I'm going to take you guys along on the journey. So yeah, so my name's Megan, like I said. And I guess the big thing I want to talk about today is, mental health. For me, it's something that I grew up. I mean, everybody obviously has mental health. I mean, mental health is just, it's just like an umbrella term. However, I grew up in a home where mental health issues were a big thing. They were not diagnosed, they were untreated, and they came out in the forms of alcoholism, addiction, and all kinds of things. And, today I sit here at 39 and diagnosed 15 years ago with anxiety and depression. Coincidentally, I also was getting clean at the time. I've been clean for 15 years from all drugs. I don't drink. I don't do anything. Sugar is my last addiction. And yeah, so that's really basically the gist of it. So for me today, I struggle with anxiety around any kind of little ache or pain. What? You did a poop? You did a poop? Okay. I have a soon-to-be 4-year-old who is not potty trained yet, and it's not for lack of trying. In fact, he just pooped, so I gotta go take care of that. But yeah, I'll come back in a few minutes. Hold on. Hold that thought. All right, I'm back. Poopy diaper is done. So yeah, so May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I thought I would talk about my struggles a little bit and what has worked for me. It doesn't mean that it's going to work for you, but it could. Who knows? So, God, I can remember being depressed back when I was like 14. I would like lock myself in my room and listen to like sad music and, because a boy didn't like me or something like that. But the first time I ever had like debilitating depression was right after I got clean. I got clean in 2006. So, and it was probably like, I don't know, God, 6 months later after I got clean, depression really started to hit for me. And I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to go to work. And time out. I'm talking right now.
Why?
Well, because I'm just making a video real quick. This is Noah. Say hi, Noah.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Okay. So, yeah. So that was like the first time I ever really dealt with like debilitating depression. So, from then on, it was, I went and I saw a few doctors, and then I got put on some medications, and, that started to help. But anxiety came back like full-fledged. I remember having panic attacks. All right, Noah, can you go so I can finish doing this? Please, go see the kitten. So, anyway, so I started really dealing with anxiety again back in 2006. I remember going into a party filled with people that I knew, and like literally started bawling because I was so distraught and like just so anxious. It happened a couple of times. And so the medication, I got put on medications, and throughout my life I've struggled off and on. But then recently, back in 2017, after I had my son, I was diagnosed with postpartum anxiety. And let me tell you, that was rough. And I had to go and see a professional and get put back on some medications. And, it's been less, but recently in the past few years, I've started to deal with more anxiety again. And that's been around afraid that I'm going to be sick with something and that I'm going to die. And I say that quietly because who's in the other room. So anyway, and, so now I'm really trying to combat it in, I'm seeing somebody, counseling, and then I take my medication, but also like I'm trying to find ways to help combat that thought process, because after a while it becomes like a, like a memory in your brain. It's like neuroplasticity, where you just basically have carved out this area in your brain that easily goes to those thoughts. And so what I'm trying to do is steer away from those thoughts and, put in better thoughts that will actually help me. And, right now I'm listening to a book called The Universe Has Your Back, and it's by Gabby Bernstein, and it's really good. And I like listening to books because I feel like every time I try to read a book, I fall asleep. When I was in nursing school, if I couldn't sleep at night, I would just go read a nursing book and I would fall asleep. So listening to books actually is great because I can do other things around the house, like clean or whatever. So so I'm trying to figure out some new ways to like combat that thinking. Meditation has been huge for me. I have the Fitbit app, and I actually have like the premium membership, which is like $10 a month. And you get access to all these different kinds of meditations that have been literally like so helpful for me. I do it in the morning sometimes, or I'll do it in the evening after my son has gone to bed. I find in the evening it really helps me because it's like I've built up, all this stuff throughout the whole day, and I've just got all this garbage in my brain going around. And when I sit down and I breathe and I listen to a meditation for 5 or 10 minutes, it has truly helped me. I feel much more calm, much more at ease. I would even go as far as sometimes feeling like elated a little bit, or like, like a euphoria, just really good. So I truly believe in that. And another great thing that has helped me is I mentioned breathing. So I learned that breathing in for 4, holding for 2, and then breathing out for 6 actually helps calm your nervous system down. And I've been able to do that in times of when I've had a panic attack, or not a panic attack, but like anxious, and I have these repetitive crazy thoughts in my head. I do that breathing, or I put on a meditation, and it's been instrumental in helping me calm down. Because my anxious thoughts will literally put me in the fetal position if I allow it. But now I'm trying to, go a new way, because I want to show my son, who's going to be 4 in July, how you can overcome these things. So I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point, so I think that I'm going to end the video, but I'm going to try to upload a couple times a week. Like I said, it's going to be on all different kinds of things. It's not going to be just mental health. Maybe my next video I'll talk about my weight loss journey. That's Moo. Moo's probably annoyed right now with Noah. So, maybe I'll talk about Weight Watchers, or I'll talk about my recovery, or maybe I'll talk about nursing. Who knows? Maybe I'll talk about motherhood. Hey, can I have the cat? Give me the cat. Let go.
I can hold him.
All right, let him go. Anyway, so be on the lookout. Hopefully this was something that was, helpful for you. Like I said, I do have a funny side to me. Maybe that'll come out in the next one. Who knows? But, yeah, we can go outside. But I will talk to you guys soon, and thanks for watching.